Hi, this is Rabbi Chaim Coffman. I want to make a special video on making blessings. How to say the blessings, what the blessings are on. We're going to just basically do the blessings for food. The blessing before, the blessing after. I'll try not to go too fast. One thing to keep in mind, when I make the blessings, I'm not going to say God's name. I'm going to say Hashem Elokeinu, right? So when you make the blessing, you should use God's name. You should say Baruch Atah Ado. Then you say the word Noi, and then Elo. Then you'll say Eloheinu. Right? But I'm not going to do that when I make the blessing. So therefore, when making the blessing, you shall say accordingly. The first blessing is going to be a blessing on water, juice, anything included in juices except for wine or grape juice, which will be a different blessing, which we'll see. Again, juices, water if you're thirsty, candy, right, fish, meat, etc. So the blessing is Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech Ha'olam Shehakol Nihiyeh Bidvaro. That is the blessing. Again, the catch-all blessing of Shehakol, which is going to be, again, for candy, water if you're thirsty, juice, meat, fish, etc. The next blessing will be fruit, right? Any fruit that you may eat. Peach, pear, plum, watermelon actually is a different blessing. Peach, pear, plum, grapes, for instance, will be the following blessing. Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech Ha'olam Borei Peri Ha'etz. Now the next blessing is for a vegetable. Carrot, asparagus, cauliflower, broccoli, also watermelon would come underneath this category. For all vegetables, even soups, that let's say you have vegetables ground up and you make it into a soup, it'll also be the same blessing. And the blessing is Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech Ha'olam Borei Peri Ha'adama. Now the next blessing is for something you eat of the 5 grains: wheat, barley, spelt, rice, or oats. Candy, cakes. Well, candy is actually a bad example. Cakes, cookies, rice will come underneath this category. It's the second most important blessing next to bread, which we'll get to. And the blessing is Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech Ha'olam Borei Minei Mizonot. Or if you're more yeshivish, you'll say Mizonos. Either way is good. If you're Sephardic, you'll say Mizonot. Try to keep everybody happy here. The next blessing is for bread. Right, the most important blessing you wash. Actually, we'll mention that as well. When you wash your hands, you wash them once, and then as you're drying them, you make the blessing Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech Ha'olam Asher Kidishanu B'mitzvosav Vitzivanu Al Netilas Yadayim. Right, that's the blessing for sanctifying the hands. And then when you go to eat your bread, you make the blessing Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech Ha'olam Hamotzi Lechem Min Haaretz. So those are the main blessings that you have over food. You have over bread is Hamotzi. As we mentioned, Mizonos for cakes or cookies. You have Hadama. You have Hadama for a vegetable, most vegetables. Ha'etz for things that grew on a tree, right? Pear, peach, etc. And then you have shahako, which is the general catch-all blessing for, let's say, candy or drinks or whatever. One blessing I forgot to mention is over wine or grape juice. And that blessing will be Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech Ha'olam Borei Peri Hagafen. If you're Sephardic, you may say Borei Pri Hagefen. Right? Depends. Or if you're Yemenite, you'll say Borei Pri Hajofen. Right? A little bit of a different pronunciation. So that is the beginning. That is the beginning blessing for all those foods. Now the after blessing. I want to get to the after blessings now. The after blessing of any general food that you ate. Let's say for something for shahako. You ate candy. You had soda. You had fruits or vegetables. Right? Fruits and vegetables, the same thing. Will be the same after blessing. Not something for mizonos, not something from one of the 5 grains. But the general after blessing, for any of those things, meat, fish, etc., mentioned, will be Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech Ha'olam Borei Nifashos Berabois V'chesronan. Let's rephrase that 1 second. Yeah, sorry, let's rephrase that. It's Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech Ha'olam Borei Nefashos Rabos V'chesronan Al Kol Ma Shebarata Lechachayos Bahem Nefesh Kol Chai Baruch Chei Ha'olamim. So that is the after blessing for things that we ate or drank that are shahako. Fruits, vegetables, rice as well, drinks, meat, fish, etc. Now the next after blessing is a little bit longer. It's called Mein Shalosh or Ala Michya. Now there are 3 different things we can insert over here, which we'll see. If I ate something that was, let's say, cookies or cake or spaghetti, then I'll start the blessing, Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech Olam. Then it's going to depend what I ate. If I ate grain products, right, something from the 5 grains, I'll start off by Ala Michya V'al Kalkala. If I ate wine, if I drank wine, I'll say Al Gefen V'al Pri Al Gefen. Al Eitz V'al Pri Al Eitz. If I ate something of the 7 species that the land of Israel is praised by. So whatever you ate, you insert. So if I ate spaghetti and I drank wine and I ate one of the 7 species, right, they have to say all of them. Right, so you'd start off Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech Olam. If you ate grain products, something of the 5 grains, you say Al Michya V'al Kalkala. Or if you ate wine, drank wine, you say Al Gefen V'al Pri HaGefen. Or for one of the 7 species, Al Eitz V'al Pri HaEitz. And then this paragraph is the same. Right? The paragraph afterwards is going to stay the same no matter what you ate. And the paragraph's like this. V'al Tenuvas Hasadeh V'al Eretz Chemda Tova or Chava Sheratzisa V'Inchalta Lavosenu Lecho Mipirya V'Lizboya Mituva Rachem Hashem Elokeinu Al Yisrael Amecha v'al Yerushalayim irecho, v'al Tzion mishkan kivodecho, v'al mizbachecho, v'al heichalecho, uvenei Yerushalayim erakadosh b'mhera v'yameinu, v'aleinu l'soicha v'samchenu, v'vinyono v'nocha meperia v'nizba mituva, unevarechecha alecha b'tushav ta'arab. Now at this point, if there's a holiday or it's Shabbos, there's special things that you insert. If it's Shabbos, you'll say, or it say, V'hachalitzenu b'yom haShabbos hazeh. If it's Rosh Chodesh, you'll say, V'zachrenu letoiva b'yom Rosh HaChodesh hazeh. If it's Pesach, you'll say, V'samchenu b'yom Chag hamatzos hazeh. If it's Shavuos, you'll say V'samchenu b'yom Chag HaShavuos hazeh. If it's Sukkot, you'll say V'simcha b'yom Chag HaSukkot hazeh. Sorry, V'samchenu b'yom Chag HaSukkot hazeh. On Shmini Atzeres Simchas Torah, you'll say V'samchenu b'yom Hashmini Chag HaAtzeres hazeh. Or Rosh Hashanah, you'll say V'zachrenu letoiva b'yom hazikaron hazeh. Now, after you insert that, then you say the next part, which is, or if you don't insert that, you go straight to the next part. Ki ata Hashem tov meitiv lakol v'nod lecha al haaretz. Now, after al haaretz, it'll depend what you ate. If you ate grain products, you'll say al haaretz v'al hamichya. Baruch atah Hashem, al haaretz v'al hamichya. If it's after wine, you'll say al haaretz v'al pri hagefen, or al pri hagofen. Baruch atah Hashem, al haaretz v'al pri hagofen. Or if it's wine or grape juice made in America or outside of Israel. If it's made inside Israel, then the after blessing here changes a drop. You'll say al haaretz v'al pri hagofna, Baruch atah Hashem, al haaretz v'al pri gofna, or pri hagofna. That just means from its fruits, right? Its fruits, meaning from the fruits of the land of Israel. Or you'll say al haaretz v'al haperos, or if it's in the land of Israel, al pero v'al haperos seha, Baruch atah Hashem, al haaretz v'al haperos, or v'al haaretz v'al haperos seha. That is the after blessing of al hamichya, or mein shalosh as it's called. And again, it'll depend which track you're going to go on. If you ate grain products, you'll just say, Baruch atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech ha'olam, al hamichya v'al kalkala. Then you'll start the next paragraph, al tenuvas, al sada, al eretz, chem, datoy, v'chava, etc. So you get to the end, you say, you'll say, Ki atah Hashem, tov meitiv lakol, no de lecha haaretz, v'al hamichya, Baruch atah Hashem, al haaretz v'al hamichya. If it's after wine, you say, Baruch atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech ha'olam, al hagefen, v'al pri hagefen, al tenuvas, al sada, al eretz, tova, chem, datoy, etc. Till you get to the bottom, if it's not a holiday or Shabbos, you'll say, Ki atah Hashem tov meitiv lakol no de lecha haaretz al pri hagefen, or pri hagofno, depending where the wine came from, or the grape juice came from. Baruch atah Hashem al haaretz v'al pri hagefen, or pri hagofno. And the same thing, al ha'etz v'al pri ha'etz, you say, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam, after the fruits of the 7 species, al ha'etz v'al pri ha'etz, etc. You get to Ki atah Hashem tov meitiv lakol no lecha haaretz v'al peiros, or al peiros seha, depending if the fruit was from Eretz Yisrael or not. Baruch atah Hashem al haaretz v'al peiros. Right, that is the blessing of Mein Shalosh. Now it's going to depend on what you ate. If you ate one thing, you only say one thing all the way through. Right, you say Michal Kalkul, then the paragraph. If it's a combination, you have, let's say you drank wine and you ate the grain product. So you have to say al michya, al kalko, al gefen, al priya gefen. Then you say the whole paragraph, and at the end you say both of them, right, before you make the final blessing. Or if you say all three, you say all three together. If you have an Art Scroll prayer book, it's there. Right, it'll say after fruits, after wine, after grain products. Again, you combine depending what you ate. The last after blessing, it's going to be a little bit longer to go through. It's the longest after blessing. The after blessing is for Birkat HaMazon. Now, in Birkat HaMazon, it's after you ate bread, right? If you ate at least one slice of bread, or from the middle of a loaf, or let's say 2 slices of pizza, so then you have to say grace after meal. So I'm going to include everything, right? I'm going to include for Chanukah and Purim. I'll include for Rosh Chodesh, for the new month. I'll include for Shabbos. So, so you'll be able to know how to say all these things. So we start off by the first paragraph. We say Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam Hazan Et HaOlam Kulo B'Tuvo B'Chein B'Chesed U'Varachamim Hu Nosein Lechem Lechol Basar Ki Le'Olam Chazdo Uv'Tuvo Hagadol Tamid Lo Chasalanu Ve'al Yachsalanu Mazon Le'Olam Vo'ed Ba'avor Shemo Hagadol Ki Hu El Zan Ufarnes Lakol Meitiv Lakol Umechin Mazon Lechol Briosav Asher Bara Baruch Atah Hashem Hazan Es Hakol. So the next paragraph is always the same. Node Lecho Hashem Elokeinu Al Shen Hilchalta Lavosenu Eretz Chemda Tova Orchova V'al Shotzeisanu Hashem Elokeinu Me'eretz Mitzrayim Uvtisanu Mibeis Avadim V'al Brizcho Chasamta Bivsarenu V'al Torascho Shemiratanu V'al Chukecha Shehodatanu V'al Chaim Chei V'Chesed Shechonantanu V'al Achilas Mazon She'ata Zan Ufarnes Osanu Tamid V'chol Yom V'chol Eis V'chol Shah. Now the next paragraph here that says, it says on Chanukah and Purim. So neither on Chanukah and Purim you insert here. You'll say Al Hanisim, Ve'al HaPorkan, Ve'al HaGvurois, Ve'al HaTshuois, Ve'al HaMilchamois, She'asita Lavosenu Bayamim Ha'em Bazman Hazeh. If it's on Chanukah, got a much longer thing here to say. It says, B'imei Metashau ben Yochanan Kohen Gadol, Chashmonai uvanov she'amda malchus yovon arsha al amcha Yisrael lashkicha torasecha avira mechuke ritzonecha v'yata barachamecha harabim amadata lahem be'etz sarasom rabda es rivam danta es dinam lakamta es nikmason masata giborim biyad chaloshim v'rabim biyad ma'atim tameim biyad tahorim ureshayim biyad tzadikim v'zeidim biyad oiskei sarasecha ulecha asisa shem gadol v'kadosh bo'olamecha uleamcha Yisrael asisa tshua gedoyle uforkan ke'ayom hazeh v'achar kein Bo banecha lidver beisecha finu es heichalecha taru es miktashecha v'liku neros bachatzros kodshecha v'kavu shmona shemei Chanukah elu lahoidos lahalel l'shimcha hagado. So that's by Chanukah. For Purim, you'll say Al Hanisim ve'al Porkan, like we said before. And then you'll say, B'yemei Mordechai v'Esther b'Shushan Abira she'amad aleihem Haman HaRosha bikesh lahashmid laharog la'abed es ko ha'Yehudim minar ve'yad zaken taf v'noshim b'yom echad 13 l'chodesh shnei masar hu chodesh Adar ushlolam lavoiz ve'ata b'rachamecha rabim hefarta es atzasoi ve'kelkalta es machashavtoi v'hashevois eloi gemuloi b'roisho v'salo oisov es bonov al ha'etz. So if it's Chanukah and Purim, that's what you say. The next paragraph's the same for everybody. We say v'al hakol Hashem Elokeinu anachnu moidim lach umvarchim osach yizbarach shimcha befi kolchai tamid leolam voed kakasu ve'achalta v'savata ve'rachta es Hashem Elokecha al ha'aretz hatova asher nasan lach baruch atah Hashem al ha'aretz ve'al hamazon. Again, next paragraph also everybody says regardless what day it is. Rachem Hashem Elokeinu al Yisrael Amecho veYerushalayim Mirecho ve'al Tzion Mishkan Kevodecho ve'al Malchus Beis David Mishichecho ve'al Bayis Hagadol v'Hagadosh Shenikra Shimcha Alav Eloheinu Avinu Re'enu Zunenu Parnsanenu v'Halkalenu v'Havrichenu v'Harvach Lanu Hashem Elokeinu Me'era Mikol Tzarosenu v'Na'al Tatzrichenu Hashem Elokeinu Lo lidei matnas basar v'dam v'lo lidei havasam ki im liyadcha hamelacha hameleah hapesucha hakedosha v'harchava shonivosh v'nekalem le'olav v'ed. Now, if it's Shabbos, it says here in the paragraph on the Sabbath ad. So if it was Shabbos, you would say, obviously, if you ate bread. Ritzei v'achalitzenu Hashem Elokeinu b'mitvosecho mitvas yom hashvi HaShabbos hagadol v'hagadosh hazeh ki yom zeh gadol v'kadosh hu lefanecha lishbat bo v'lanuach bo b'yava k'mitvas ritzonecho ritzoncha nich lanu Hashem Elokeinu shelo tehei tzara v'yagom v'nacho b'yom menuchaseinu v'areinu Hashem Elokeinu v'nechamat Zion irecha Uva vinyan Yerushalayim er kadshecha ki ata hu baal hayeshuos uvaal hanechamos. Now we have the paragraph if it's Rosh Chodesh, or it's any festival, right? If it's Rosh Chodesh or any festival, you have the following paragraph: Elokeinu ve'elokei avosenu, Yale v'yavo v'yagia v'yira'eh v'yiratzeh v'yishama v'yifaked v'yizacher v'zichronenu v'fiktonenu v'zichron avosenu v'zichron Mashiach ben David Abdecho Zichron Yisrael Mir Kadshecho, Zichron Ko Amcha Beis Yisrael Lefanecha, Lefleita Letova, Lachenu Chesed Arachamim, Ochaim U'Shalom B'Yom. Now it depends what day it is. If it's Rosh Chodesh, you'll say B'Yom Rosh Chodesh Hazeh. If it's Pesach, you'll say Yom B'Yom Chag HaMatzos Hazeh. If it's Shavuos, you'll say B'Yom Chag HaShavuos Hazeh. If it's Rosh Hashanah, you'll say B'Yom HaZikaron Hazeh. If it's Sukkot, Yom Chag HaSukkos Hazeh. If it's Shmini Atzeres, you'll say Shmini Chag Atzeres Hazeh. Zachrein, after whatever you said, whatever day it was. So then you'll say Zachreinu Hashem Elokeinu bo letova, ufaktenu bo lebracha, v'osheinu bo lechaim. Uvidvar Yeshua v'rachamim chuz v'chaneinu v'rachem aleinu, v'osheinu ki elecha enenu ki kel chanun v'rachum ad. So now the next two paragraphs you say on any day. Uvnei Yerushalayim Erakadosh B'mheira V'yameinu Baruch Ata Hashem Boneh Barachamav Yerushalayim Amen. Now, even if you're Ashkenazi, you answer Amen. You say Amen as well. Baruch Ata Hashem Elokeinu Melech Olam Akel Avinu Malkeinu Adorenu Borenu Goalenu Yotzreinu Kedoshenu Kedosh Yaakov Ro'enu Ro'ei Yisrael Hamelech Hatov Mativ V'Hametiv Lakol Shebechol Yom Vayom Hu Heitiv Hu Meitiv Hu Yetiv Lanu Hu Gam Lanu Hu Gam Lenu Hu Yigmalenu La'ad L'chein L'chesed Arachamim U'Larevach Hatzala V'Hatzlocha Barocha V'Yeshua Nechama Parnosa V'Chalkala V'Rachamim V'Chaim V'Shalom V'Chol Tov U'mi Kol Tuv Le'olam Al Yechazreinu. Then after that we say next paragraph. Harachaman hu yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Harachaman hu yiparach b'shamayim va'aretz. Harachaman hu yishtabach l'dor dorim. V'yitpa'ar b'anu la'ad u'netzat nitzachim. V'yitzadar b'anu la'ad u'omei olamim. Harachaman hu yifarnesenu b'chavod. Harachaman hu yishpor uleinu me'al tzevareinu v'hu yolichenu komimiyus Le'artseinu. Harachamanu yishlach lanu baracha merubo b'bayit hazeh ve'al shulchan zeh she'achanu alav. Harachamanu yishlach lanu es Eliyahu hanavi zachol atov ve'vaser lanu b'soros toivos yishuos v'nechamos. If you're a guest by somebody, there's a paragraph here. It says that a guest should say for their sake blessing for the sake of their host. It says it's in bold print here. It says Yehi Ratzon Shelo Yevosh Vo Yikalem Balabayis Hazeh Lo Balom Hazeh V'Lo Balom Habo Vayatzliach b'chol nechosov v'yu nechosov mutzlochim ukrovim la'er v'al yishlot Satan b'masei yadav v'al yizdakek lefanav shum davar chet v'herhor avo me'atav v'yad olam. So that would be if someone blessed his host, he would say that. Now, the next harachaman over here, you'll say, it says, guests recite the following children at their parents' table, include the words in parentheses. Right, those eating at their own table, if they have a wife, they'll say, harachaman ivrech oti, that which means me, v'et ishti, my wife, or baalei, my husband, or v'et zari. Right, zari means my children. Then you would say, Vesko asher li, Osanu, V'esko asher lanu, Kamosh and his baruchu, Avosenu Avraham Yitzhak v'Yaakov, Bakol mikol kol, Ken Yevarech Osanu kulanu yachad, B'vracha shalema v'nomar amen. Again, Ashkenazi or Sephardi, you would say amen. Ba'marom yilamdu aleihem v'aleinu, Zechus shetehei l'mishmeret shalom, V'nisa beracha me'es Hashem u'tzedakah me'elokei yisheinu v'nimtza chen v'sechel tov b'einei Elokim v'yadam. So now we have sentences that we insert for whether it's Shabbos or Rosh Chodesh. If it's Shabbos, you still say this. You'll say harachaman hu yanchilenu yom shekulo Shabbos umnucha l'chayei olamim. If it's Rosh Chodesh, you say harachaman hu yichadesh aleinu es hachodesh hazeh letovah v'livracha. If it's a festival, you'll say harachaman hu yanchilenu yom shekulo tov. Right, for any festival. Rosh Hashanah, you'll say harachaman hu yichadesh aleinu es hashana hazos letovah v'livracha. On Sukkot, we'll say harachaman hu yakim lanu es Sukkot David hanofales. And if, let's say on Chanukah and Purim, if you forgot to say the paragraph before, the paragraph after Al HaNisim, you still have a chance over here. You would say, Harachamanu yaseh lanu nisim v'neflaos kasher asa lavosenu b'yamim ha'hem b'zman hazeh. If you forgot to say it, you could insert it right here. Then we say, Harachamanu yiskenu limos hamashiach uchayei ha'olam haba. Now, if it's a weekday, you'll say Magdil Yeshuos. If it's a Shabbos or let's say a festival or Rosh Chodesh and you ate bread, you'll say Migdol Yeshuos. During the week you say Magdil. During Shabbos or a festival you say Migdol. Either case, we'll say Magdil Yeshuos, Malko v'Yoser Chesed Limshichoi with David U'Azaro Ad Oilam. Oiseh Shalom Bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Again, you say amen, whether you're Ashkenazi or Sephardi. Yeru es Hashem kedoshav ki ein machzor lireav kefim rashu v'ra'evu v'dorshei Hashem lo yachseru kol tov. Hodu l'Hashem ki tov ki le'olam chazdo poseach es yadecho u'masbir l'chol chai ratzon. Baruch HaGever Asher Yiftach B'Hashem V'Haya Hashem Mivtacho Nar Hayiti Gam Zakanti V'lo Ra'isi Tzadik Ne'ezav V'Zaro Mavakesh Lochem Hashem Oiz Le'amo Yitein Hashem Yivarech Es Amo V'Shalom. That is the end of Birkat HaMazon. So we included everything you need to say. I hope I didn't say it too fast. Anyone has any questions can certainly, ask about it. But those are the main blessings that we will say over foods. Whether again it's whether it's for bread, like we just said, or it's one of the 5 grains of the 7 species, ala michyo, right, main shalosh, or berei nefashos, which they have to bracha for fruits, vegetables, rice, meat, fish, etc. And the before blessings, we mentioned. I hope that this should help everybody's pronunciation and make the pronunciations much easier.